it's more soothing and that this can help you relax, concentrate, or even go to sleep. So, in tonight's reading from Legend of the Hero, we're going to learn about artifacts. These are swords, healing items, arrows, shields, and other such things. I hope you really enjoy it. Now, I have the book right over here, but this time I'm going to tap on it using a colored pencil. Don't worry, I'm not going to write on it. I would never do that. As I said, I'm a bibliophile, and I love books. So, let's get started. You know, I've always wanted to be a drummer. One of the things I find the most interesting about ASMR is that even when you're using the same things, different books, different objects can sound different. See, even on the different side of the book, it sounds differently. Okay, that's enough of that. Had to have my little bookmark. And I will tell you, setting this up proved to be a little bit of a challenge, but you guys are worth it. Relics and artifacts. From generation to generation, the paths of the legendary heroes were fought with peril. Conquering evil and restoring peace to the land was nothing more than a sword, and their wits would prove to be quite impossible. As such, the heroes were aided in their journey by an assortment of tools and equipment, both common and magical. Each hero's situation was different, and so a different collection of tools was needed for each quest. That's also an important thing for life. In every journey, everybody needs the right tools. Healing items. Potions. A potent mixture of herbs given this concoction the ability to soothe wounds and revitalize. Animal remains or plant matter such as mushrooms or seeds can be included in the concoction. Red potions are the most common variety and are useful for fatigue and mild injury. Some especially skilled apocryphy, the people who make potions, are able to create a more concentrated blue hue or she has extreme injuries. I will have to say that the illustrations in this book are just fantastic. Magic potions. The inclusion of a specific secret herbs and extracts is said to give this green-colored medicine the ability to bestow supernatural powers over the drinkers. The common dose, sufficient for the average person to accomplish a single magical task, is usually stored in a miniature vial, small enough to be held in the palm of one's hand, and stored in a small tool pouch. Larger doses can also be found, however, which might be required by those who specialize in the magical arts. Milk. Highly nutritious and fortified with vitamins and minerals to give the drinker an instant boost of energy. A single bottle holds enough for 2 servings. That's 2. An unusually potent milk is produced exclusively for members-only establishment in a particular town. Those who have tasted it say its flavor is too sophisticated for children and boast it has healing and magical properties exceeding any commercial available medicine. I don't even remember where milk is placed in which game of The Legend of Zelda. I'll have to do some research on that. Fairy. Due to their small size and the fact that they require little to no air or sustenance to survive, it is possible to capture a fairy and hold it indefinitely in a bottle using a bug net or similar implement, or by scooping it up directly with the bottle. It is common for fairies to bargain for their freedom using their ability to magically heal wounds and revitalize weary travelers. Fairies have also been known to break free from bottles during a scuffle, and there are stories of them reviving their captors with their magic before escaping. Such is the extent of the fairies' kindness and benevolence. I love how the milk one is just a cow's face looking at you. Currency. Everybody needs a lot of currency. Rubies. These colorful gems are used as currency in many different lands. Differing concentrations and ratios of minerals give these gems their varying colors and values. Due to their relative difference in variety of these minerals in different lands, some gem colors have been given different values in different regions. However, certain materials, such as those result in green or blue gems, tend to be abundant in all regions, and therefore result in constantly low value. Cut and size also play a part in the value of an unfinished gem, just like in our world. Small wallet pouch, often carried by children. This small pouch can hold relatively little money, but enough for the average child's allowance. Medium zipper wallet. The money-toting choice of adults, this zippered pouch can hold enough money for daily shopping, but not as much as to make its holder a target of bandits. So, for you guys, I wish that you have a big spender wallet and it is full of the most valuable and rare gems and rubies in the land. Swords. Wooden sword. An elementary wooden sword given to the young hero to migrate the dangers of going alone. I think for this one, because there's so many, I'll just show you all the swords at the end. And remember, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Iron sword. A simple beginner sword cast from iron with a leather-wrapped grip. Fierce double helix sword. A mysterious sword with 2 silver and gold blades in a double helix configuration. I'm sorry, I also have a canker sore on my tongue. Sorry, too much information. Magical power can be concentrated through the blades and cast forth with a targeted swing of the sword. Split razor sword. A single-edged sword with a sharp but thin blade. Most swords of this design have been found with broken blades, implying a flaw in a design that results in decreased durability. Knife of the Giants. An enormous two-handed sword designed to be used as a small knife by a particularly large mountain folk blacksmith. Blade of Evil's Bane. A sword with a wing-shaped crossguard and a golden triangle emblem emblazed into the ricasso. I have no idea what the ricasso is in a sword. If you know, let me know. This mystical sword was wielded by the hero of time to banish the Demon King. I guess if you were to think about it, this sword would probably be the master of all other swords. Earth and Wind Blessed Sword. A magical blade that lost its evil repelling powers after the Great Flood. The young hero was able to restore its strength with the blessing of the gods of earth and wind. Ancient Forest Sword. A powerful, evil banishing blade thought to have been permanently sealed away on a stone pedestal until it was released by the legendary hero using the power of the virtuous pendants. And that, my friends, is the actual Master Sword. The Master Sword is actually something that appears in most of the Legend of Zelda games, like the Triforce. Enchanted Goddess Sword. An ancient sword spoken by the legends of the Sky Kingdom. The goddess's chosen hero gathered the power of the golden goddesses within its blade and destroyed the incarnation of evil. Try to figure out with these swords which game they come from. And here they are. Arrows. Arrow, a normal arrow with a wooden shaft, flint arrowhead, and feather. Fletching, is that what they call the little things on an arrow? Didn't know that. Flame arrow, an arrow imbued with the magical power of fire. On impact, the body of the arrow bursts into flames, engulfing its target. Frost arrow. An arrow imbued with the magical power of ice. This power is transferred to the target on Force bomb. A mouse-shaped explosive device with a fuse that doubles as propulsion. Small sticky wheels allow this bomb to travel across flat ground and even on some walls and ceilings. Its whisker-shaped impact sensors allows it to detonate on contact with its target. I've never heard of a mouse bomb before, have you? Cabbage bomb. The inspiration for all bomb technology. The plant's core contains an unstable mixture of highly flammable compounds which, when disturbed, are known to ignite violently. Its nutrient-rich rocky areas, the plants have been observed regenerating their leafy parts extremely quickly following such an explosion. Bomb. A standard grade timed explosion using a slow match fuse. Tank bomb. This high-grade bomb contains a considerable amount of explosive material, capable of creating an explosion so powerful that it can blast through any material. As such, bombs of these magnitude are made with very long fuses as to delay detonation long enough for the user to move to a safe location. Powder keg. A makeshift bomb created from a barrel full of gunpowder, highly unstable but capable of producing an extremely powerful explosion. Shields. Basic shield. A standard shield for adventurers, capable of blocking blunt objects and blades, but due to its small size, it is not effective against projectiles. Wooden shield. A makeshift shield carved from a large piece of tree bark, light enough to be wielded by children, but not particularly strong. Care must be taken with such a shield, as it is highly flammable. Mirrored shield. An all-metal shield with a highly polished surface, capable of reflecting sunlight as well as the magical projectiles. Interestingly, it is not very effective at blocking non-magical properties. Oriental bird shield. A sturdy shield featuring a golden adornment of a bird with a single red jewel for its eye. Crest shield. The shield of the royal knights. The crest of an ancient goddess features predominantly in red, along with a representation of the golden triangle. Alright, we'll do one more. Sacred relics. The golden triangles. The monument dedicated to the goddess is said to have created this world. Each triangle represents a virtue, and only those who hold the virtues in balance are deemed worthy to possess the triangles. According to legend, the triangles have the ability to grant the wish of any who possess all three, for better or worse. Medallions of the Sages. Magical medallions granted by the 7 sages to the hero of time as proof of his courage in rescuing them from the evil schemes of the Demon King. Spiritual stones. Passed down from generation to generation, these magical stones became the most precious treasure of the children of the forest, mountain folk, and sea folk, until they were entrusted to the hero of time to unlock the path to the sacred realm. Magic medallions. Medallions with ancient and powerful magic stored within. Simply holding them and chanting the proper incantation can unleash the power of fire, earth, and ice. Virtuous pendants. To prove himself worthy to wield the sword locked within a mysterious forest, the legendary hero cleansed evil from the world and gathered 3 thieves' pendants, breaking the seal of the ancient forest sword. He then used that magical blade to banish evil from the worlds of light and darkness. Crystals of the Maidens. In an attempt to free the Demon King from his otherworldly imprisonment, the Dark Wizard kidnapped 7 maidens descended from those who had sealed him away, sacrificing them to the void between worlds. The maidens were each themselves sealed within a magical crystal in the world of darkness, and could only be freed with the defeat of the Demon King. We'll do a bonus one, just for you. Armor. Green basic tunic. A stylish green tunic with matching hat, reminiscent of the uniforms of the knights in the Sky Kingdom. Many depictions of heroes of legend include clothing similar to this design. Even after the era of the Great Flood, this tunic is worn for ceremonial purposes where children come of age. I also forgot to show you the picture of the sacred relics. I will do that right after this. Red Adventurer's Armor. Armor featuring thick leather pads. Some armor sets include additional insulation beneath the padding, though to protect the wearer from intense heat. The inclusion of a fire-resistant material in the outer fabric supports this theory. Blue Warrior's Armor. A suit of armor made from the combination of iron plates and chainmail, offering significant protections to its wearer. Some variations have been found which incorporate a breathing apparatus to aid in battle near or within bodies of water. Heavy boots have also been found alongside many of these armor sets. And now the picture from the sacred relics, because you don't want to miss that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're enjoying this new Blue Yeti microphone. Let me know what you think. Do I need to turn it up, turn it down, whatever your preference is. But I hope this helped you relax. So, my name is Geriatric. That's Gary, who I think is asleep already. I'll have to wake him up after we end this video. So, if you're going to sleep, good night. If you're relaxing, I hope you have a very relaxing time. And the only other thing to say